I often hear people say that big wave surfers have a screw loose. I don't blame other people for not understanding why we do it. It does look crazy and it does look stupid. I'm just doing what I love doing. It just so happens that what I love doing is different from a lot of people. This here is Ballissadare Estuary, or Ballissadare Bay, and on the high tide it's fully covered by water. The way I ended up living in Ireland was when I was 16. I used to come home from high school and just turn on Travel Channel and watch Travel Channel all day. That seemed to plant a seed in me to go and see the world and see all the cool places that I'd seen on TV. And one of the places that really stuck with me was Ireland. The area is really steeped in history and it's really special, really unique place. I think over here the thing that really appeals to me is you work hard for your waves in Ireland. It takes a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of presence of mind to actually go and find them because we're some of the first people to do it. I left home straight after high school. I came here just straight into manual labor jobs, forestry. That started to wear thin. Did a lot of surf instructing down in Strandhill Beach. And through that, I kind of developed an idea for my future business. Working for the surf school, I got to see how many people actually want to use the sea. I just thought up this idea of running kayaking tours in the lakes and the coastal estuaries around here where they can learn about nature and as well as that, the history of the area. I feel proud of this place, even though it's not my home. I'd like to show people why I'm proud of the place. Living out in nature, it's nothing better. One aspect of what I want to do is taking people camping. So as well as looking for good routes, I'm also looking for good campsites. This is where my South Africanness is on the line. I would hope this would be my career. If I can take people out and show them what I love and make enough money to put food on the table from it, there's nothing more I'd want. It's the perfect existence. What I'm doing with work is something I really want to do anyway, but there's definitely a juggling act going on between doing work and then shooting off to go and ride waves when they're really good. The waves here are like nowhere I've seen in the world. The only thing I can liken it to is Chopu. Probably more dangerous due to hold down.
Oh my God, man.
It's a scary wave. It scares the shit out of everybody who surfs it. I remember this one day, we had about a 3-hour window in the morning to get out there, get some waves before the wind went 130, 140 kilometers an hour offshore. It was almost time to pull the plug and head back to the harbor. But I just heard everyone start whistling and shouting. I heard Paul shout, "Do you want this one?" I was like, yeah, let's go it, man. And realized, holy shit, this thing is massive. I dropped down the face, and as I bottom turned, the biggest spit just covered me so to the point where I couldn't even see. I was blind on probably one of the biggest waves I've ever ridden. When the spit cleared, I just saw the size of this wave. That's where it was at its tallest, and I was just looking at it going, what? It was gigantic. It's probably one of the most beautiful waves I've ridden out there. Just the whole wave was all about timing, and 20 minutes after I rode that wave, the wind was too strong to surf anymore. It just really showed just how hardcore that wave is compared to any other waves around the world. Big wave surfing is risky business, for sure. But like anything, if you train and you're knowledgeable, you can make the scales weigh in your favor a little more. It's definitely a mind game. It's cool to play that little chess game in your mind. And it's easy to think the worst when you're sitting out there and you're seeing 20, 30-foot bombs coming through and it's your turn to go. You push down any negative thoughts as soon as they pop up. You just got to be positive. It's the only thing that you can really hang on to. We developed a confidence out there that only comes with familiarity. You feel a sense of accomplishment when you come in from a session like that, where you've managed to push your fears aside and you know your training's paid off. There's a feeling you get there where you ride a wave and it's the full force of the North Atlantic wrapping around that headland, and it's channeled up through your feet, into your legs, into your soul, and you're riding that wave just charged on the full power of the Atlantic. Liz and I, we've been traveling for a number of years now, probably 6, 7 years together.
We keep ending up back here, even though we have traveled around the world sniffing around for other places, but here seems to be the spot right now anyway. Yeah, we're both drawn here for reasons like that draw both of us together, I suppose, and also different reasons that, you know, individually we have.
We came back with depleted funds from traveling and decided to set up our own little company called Salt of the Earth. So Salt of the Earth is a brand that myself and Liz came up with when we got back from Australia, just to portray kind of what a lot of the people around here are. I've always been interested in working with wood. I've been making cherry wood and oak hand planes and going body surfing with them. They're amazing just for body surfing, all the reef breaks around here. Perfect for riding hollow waves on and having a bit of fun when the water warms up.
He's actually really good to surf with because I get a bit grumpy because his wave count is so much higher than mine. You know, you meet people and they're like, oh, it's Barry, like, you know, big wave surfing today. Like, how are you feeling? And, you know, are you okay? And I kind of haven't thought about it since he left in the morning, you know. I don't feel the way I think people think I should. Yeah, I don't get nervous. I suppose I just trust that I know he's going out there and he knows what he's doing. I kind of just see it as him going out, you know, to another normal spot.
Liz's perception of me big wave surfing has changed over the years, I think. In the beginning, I thought it might have been a career, and I think she saw through it and kept saying to me, you know, like, don't pin all your hopes on this and have the plan B. I was more gung-ho and just wanted to give it 110% and see how far I could take it. In the last few years, I've realized that it isn't really an avenue to go down for life. I also realized that I had more fun doing it when I was doing it for myself, just to be out there riding big waves, just for the pure fun of it. I definitely see the sponsored guys out there are a lot more carefree. You definitely see that they have a bit more of a peace of mind. They're not concerned about filling up their jet ski twice in a day. It's an expensive game. You're talking 80, 90 euro a tank, and you can burn a tank in 3-4 hours easy at Mullaghmore. They've got nice pub lunches in them. I'm making sandwiches the night before and driving up in the morning, and that's great. That's how I want to do it. In a way, it's kind of stunting the progression of the sport, but in the other way, it's teaching us what's real and what we should actually care about, which is just all coming in safely. It's not always about getting the shot or going the deepest. It's more just about keeping everyone safe, having some good waves, and live to ride another day. Do what you love. If you can have the choice, Why not do something you really love and find a way to make it worthwhile? Don't let anything get in the way. If you want it bad enough, you're going to get it.